Hey everyone, these are things that my mom taught me about health and wellness. I'm going to get right into it with starting with trans fats. If you see trans fats on the back of the label, like if you get cheese, pizza, anything like that, make sure it's 0 trans fats because it means there's additives and different artificial fats that are in the food that will clog your arteries or certainly block your arteries possibly. So make sure it says 0 trans fats. Look on the back of your labels for that, okay? Also, sodium. Sodium, if it's high sodium, it can be a bit inflammatory or it can cause some weight gain. My mom, she weighed a little bit more than she did before in the past, and she has lost weight and she's at a healthy weight. But to lose weight, she started watching her sodium. Everything she picked up in the store, she made sure it was under 300 in salt or under 200 in salt. When she would get her snacks and her popcorn, she used to didn't count it. And that sodium, it was causing weight gain on her. It was causing the blood pressure issues and different things like that. So make sure you watch your sodium. And I know it's really hard because a lot of TV dinners have tons of sodium in it. But one thing that makes it easy is a lot of brands have low sodium on them as well to help you out. So that's one thing that you can do. Low sodium. There's low sodium potato chips. Now the electrolyte drinks, they are healthy, but sometimes they can have high sodium in it. So you may have to portion those out with the amount that you drink, or just balance it, or calculate your sodium for that whole day. So it made a huge difference in my mom's life when she cut down on her sodium. Her hands wouldn't swell as much. Her feet wouldn't swell as much. She's able to walk a lot more. Like she's always like been active with walking, but it just helped even more. So she wasn't as in dealing with inflammatory as much. She was a lot more healthier with that. Also, the dyes in the food. There's blue, there's yellow dye, there's red dye. And we finally got it to the US. The US finally is banning the red dye because they found out that it's linked to cancer. So mom would tell me to watch out for the blue dye, and mainly the blue dye and the red dyes. Yellow and green kind of okay, but see, the green possibly has blue dye because the blue and yellow makes green. But watch out for the dyes. And also, I've learned about the food color dyes. They can cause problems with cholesterol. That's one thing that I knew of. Also, it's just my mom says that everything is really supposed to be clear. When you drink clear fluids, that's what belongs in your body. We're not supposed to be taking things from factories, like purchasing things that they are coloring in the food. I really feel like, why not leave the food clear? I really agree with my mom. Like foods, candies, liquids, why not keep them clear? Like my mom, she used to like clear Pepsi. And she, like, that was one of her go-tos back in the days, but she don't really drink soda at all anymore. So that's another thing that's helping her with her health. So definitely the coloring, because she feels like there's fruit juice that should be clear unless it's naturally flavored. But definitely a lot of things are unnecessarily colored of drinks that shouldn't be colored. Like, it's appealing and all that, but it would save a lot of people's health if drinks were the natural color that they're supposed to be. Now, I know Arizona can have a lot of sugar in it. I would say just drink a small serving of it, or just a good nutritional serving of Arizona drinks, because the Arizona brand drinks, I like that they are naturally colored. They use fruit coloring or vegetable coloring to make their red fruit punch. They use natural vegetable coloring, and to make the mango color, they make that natural color. Okay? Now, if you have pain or you can't sleep good, she always said that cherry juice is really good for that. So it's kind of like a natural melatonin, things like that. And if you feel pain, she says cherry is good with that. Maybe it won't work as fast as like pain reliever, not as good as the pain reliever possibly, but she does recommend cherry juice, like good organic authentic cherry juice for things like that. Now, if you want healthy blood, iron is the liver. The liver can give you vitamin A, things like that. But she says that beets, I've learned that beets really helped. That's something that my mom taught me. I think she's the number one person that taught me that. If you want like healthy blood flow, healthy blood circulation, then yes, beets are good for that. And they have other good nutrients from the beets that people can benefit from. A lot of people in my generation, some don't like beets, but they have, like I said, so many good benefits. Now, this is one of her number one things is lemon. Lemon solves almost everything. When you have a cold full of mucus or a sore throat or anything like that, even stuffy nose, my mom recommends lemon. Like, even like a natural cleaner, like you can squeeze lemon in a bottle with water and clean, and because lemon is that strong and it's alkaline. So my mom, I feel like my mom is like the Dr. Sebi of our family. Like when people get sick, we call her and ask her, okay, I'm feeling like this, what should I do? So lemon and like honey and ginger all together, that helps. But long as you at least have lemon, if you could just squeeze that alone. You can put sugar, but she recommends without sugar. If you could just squeeze that and take that alone, that will help a sore throat. But it will like at least take at least up to 2 days, not just one day, 2 days or more. But lemon really does help with that. So moving along, she loves antioxidants. She believes that blueberries, even if you don't like eating them, just to take the time to chew them and eat them, the antioxidants really, really help. It's just a good nutritional value that the body needs. The raspberries, the blackberries, the blueberries. So those are really, really good. So make sure you search on that for antioxidants. I can go on and on. Also, when you have diarrhea, when you feel like your stomach is weak, get a banana. Mom taught me eating a banana is very, very valuable to that. It helps things to get more solid so that you can have more of a solid bowel movement when you go to the bathroom. So that's what my mom taught me. She was born in 1951. So over the years, she's built so much wisdom and have learned so many lessons with everything during her health. So she's even fought diabetes stage 1. So she's fought that before, the level 1. She's very good at fighting the high blood pressure that she was having. So yeah, she helps keep that low with the way that she eats. There are some favorite snacks that she likes, but for the most part, she's really big on her health. So the next thing is she's just a big lemon lover. She loves lemon. So she loves so many different other things as well with health too. Also, so the next thing that I can think of, I know ginger ale supposedly helps the stomach. Also, One time, so several times, I've gotten a little bit choked eating fast. And my mom always said, swallow some bread or some soft crackers. Because this is stuff that she learned from my Grandma Shirley. So she learned that from Grandma Shirley. And then Grandma Shirley, when she taught my mom taught us. So we have to pass it down. I'm glad I'm making this video because it can pass down and be a legacy to the rest of the generations to come in my family. So basically, I was getting to the point with bread and soft crackers or anything with fiber. It can help when you're choking. And it can also help with your belly. And also bananas. She taught me how bananas have a lot of potassium. So that's a really good thing. Now, another thing you should watch out for, right off the top of my head from everything I learned from my mom, another thing my mom taught me is look at your ingredients. So when it's a lot of ingredients, sometimes it's not healthy. If you see a little bit of ingredients, more than likely, most of the time it's healthy. Partially hydrogenated oils. She has stood firm most of my life talking to me about partially hydrogenated oils. When you read your ingredients, if they say partially hydrogenated this and partially hydrogenated that, that means that they're using these oil solids like palm oil, canola oil, and just the partially hydrogenated oils themselves. It means that there's a lot of processing, like extra processing done. They maybe took the easy way out with making oils, making a solid to create the dessert or to create the product. So make sure you're watching out for that. She does look at her saturated fats and unsaturated fats. So I'm learning more about that from her with that. She makes sure things are pasteurized. So yeah, but definitely partially hydrogenated oils. It means there's solids and nobody should be eating things that have the partially hydrogenated oils in them. Also carrageenan. She prefers that we do not buy almond milk that has carrageenan in it. Also ice cream that has carrageenan is either carrageenan pronounced or carrageenan, but Cargeean. However, I'm usually good with vocabulary, but yes, that's usually in some of the milks, some of the ice cream and dairy products, and it's just maybe supposedly in the seaweed family. Sea moss is amazing, but I don't know about the seaweed connected to the carrageenan because there's something to do with it may be inflammatory or really not. A lot of it is not good for the body. Nitrites. My mom has taught me about nitrites or nitrates, however you may say it, tomato. So nitrites are not good for us. Instead of nitrites, look for things that have celery juice in them, because celery juice is a natural way of getting that ingredient that you need, because I guess the nitrites are helping the food to last, but the celery juice may be a natural preservative, just like the rosemary that Butterball puts in their ground turkey. That's a natural preservative. Okay, so yeah. So basically about that nitrite, be careful, okay? So if you want to create that long, healthy life, watch out for that nitrite. That nitrite ingredient, it can be in ham. It can be in hot dogs. It can be in sausage. Lots and lots of meats have nitrite. Nitrate, sodium nitrite. They're putting it in there. It's also in the beanie weenies. Like the other day, I was going to buy Lori some beanie weenies. I was going to buy my daughter, my second grade, 7-year-old daughter, some beanie weenies. And I saw, okay, it has sodium nitrite. So I guess I'll try to make my own. So there are some hot dogs. I think Gino hot dogs don't have the sodium nitrite in it. It's not the Hillshire Farm. I think it's the Hormel green and brown pack of turkey meat that doesn't have sodium nitrite. It has celery juice to be a healthy replacement for the sodium nitrite. Also, I think Ballpark may have some hot dogs that don't have nitrite in it. So there's just a couple of things that have helped us to be very close to clean eating in a way, even with eating meats. So, and then there's more. So definitely sugar. Sugar, too much of it is not good. Sugar does turn into fat. So now you know basically that is something that the health and fitness people watch out for, because once you do eat the sugar after a certain time at night and you're laying down, that sugar does turn into fat, and fat deposits and things like that. And carbohydrates, if you add the carbohydrates on your nutrition fats, add the carbs to the sugars, and that is sugar altogether. Okay? So yeah, that's many things that she taught me. I know she likes rutabagas. She likes squash. She likes Brussels sprouts. She likes a lot of things that some people in my generation don't like, but those things would really help them. My mom is in her 70s. So she's a lot. Sometimes people can struggle with being healthy at that age, and I'm just so thankful that my mom is healthy at that age. It's such a blessing. I love her so much with all my heart, and she knows we love her. So more is water. My mom always tries to keep water. She stays hydrated. She makes sure she does not go a day without water. She was drinking core water. She was drinking, I think, was it Smart Water? Because I told her how someone was talking to me about how distilled water is the best, because it's coming from pure steam. But then I've also, well, Dr. Sebi says that spring water is good. But my mom, she likes, I believe, her Aquafina, between Aquafina and Deer Park. My mom loves that. So yeah, she always keeps her water. It gives you a great feeling eating your water. So yeah, it's tons and tons of things that my mom has taught me, like margarine and butter. When you go to these places like family reunions, the church homecoming, different things like that, buffets that have the desserts, you might not realize how much butter and margarine they're putting into their food, but that can also cause like a lot in the heart, a lot in the blood. You want to have like fresh, like good feeling blood. Those vegetables and fruits and water, that really makes your blood feel really good. Because like they say, you are what you eat. So when you're eating like high fats and high sodium and like high unhealthy oils, look for the healthy fats and the healthy oils. But if you're eating unhealthy oils, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel what you eat. People are wondering why they have headaches. People are wondering why like they may not feel good in their core or different parts of their bodies. It's because think about what you eat. If you write down what you eat and you have a diary of what you eat, and if you eat healthy a day and you write that down, and you eat unhealthy a day and you write that down, I bet you all that healthiness, that day you felt way better than that day that you felt on that unhealthy day where you binged on things that were not good for your body. Good for the tongue and the taste buds, but what about your whole body? Sometimes we can't let the taste buds overpower what our body really needs. So, like, there's been times I've had some kombucha. The kombucha drinks are the synergy drinks. They're like probiotic drinks mostly. And I've made myself drink them. They taste a little vinegary, but I've made myself drink them. I don't like blueberries, but I've made myself eat blueberries because I know it's good for my body. So, yeah. One thing my mom let go is grapefruit. Now, grapefruit, I heard it can cut fat. So no matter what you eat, if you have grapefruit juice or grapefruit itself as a whole fruit, if you eat that, it cuts fat. So, but she had to let it go because of her high blood pressure. Also, because of the medicine that she's taken, she knows how to lower her pressure with the nutrition and foods that she eats. But because of the type of medicine she has, heart to heart, I'm being heart to heart and personal with you, keeping it personal. Because of the medicine, she cannot have her almond milk. She cannot have her grapefruit juice. And now, as much as she loves bananas, she can't really have bananas too much. So she really listens to the doctor, but she also listens to what she knows as well. So there's so many things. Like my mom has made her own icing with powdered sugar and water and some other ingredients, but she's made her own icing for cakes before. It's so much that my grandmother taught her as far as health, home remedies. So that's basically what that is, home remedies. Now, onions, we've all know, beyond and outside of what my mom has taught me, she knows and the world knows you can put an onion at the bottom of your feet when you don't feel good, and it should flow through your body, the nutrients of it, and it should help you feel close to better. So there's so much. Like, she loves tea. Teas are always great. She would always keep different boxes of tea in the house. They are very good. Like, if it's hard for you to sleep, the teas that are caffeine free, they are very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. Also with strawberries, brightening your teeth if you rub strawberries on your teeth. She keep peppermints at church, of course. She has brought mint leaves and things like that before. But yeah, there's more and more that I could say, but she's taught so much. Like, okay, also the vitamins. So she's into like omega-3, but when she hears about warnings to not take certain vitamins anymore, she won't go for it. I do know she likes vitamin D3. That's very helpful. And her multivitamins. So she's the reason that I even know about vitamins at all. Like, after learning from her, my favorite vitamins to have is the biotin, the hair, skin, and nails, and biotin. I may need to start taking iron again because at work I get super cold. Or anywhere I'm easily to get cold. Salmon. So my mom has salmon as like her number one protein. Tuna, salmon, different things like that. Maybe albacore, stuff like that. Those kind of things are like her number one go-to for protein. And also chicken. But she doesn't just get any kind of chicken. She will invest in also budgeting the best she can, but she'll invest in organic chicken. She's not going to just buy any old chicken. Now, we understand it's inflation and you have to buy what you can, but whenever you are able to, please try to get organic chicken and the stuff that doesn't have no steroids, no hormones, and things like that. It will really help in the long run. And just maybe less beef. There's some beef she gets, but like we do like a lot of turkey burger. She taught me that. She would buy the turkey breast, but I've learned to get the ground turkey breast because that really helps with the flavor of the spaghetti. I've always used that for, once I became a mom, mostly I've used the turkey burger, the ground turkey burger, because when I get the white turkey breast ground burger, the dryness of it won't catch the tomato sauce and flavoring of the food. But yes, definitely turkey is a healthier meat. So I've bought turkey sausage links. I bought turkey patties. I'm not a big fan of turkey bacon. I tried to get back into bologna and things like that. I try not to eat too much pork because I have realized the difference of how it makes me feel. But bologna, I tried to go back to that as a childhood food, and it gave me a headache. I cannot eat too much bologna. So it took my mom some time. I think once she got in her 40s, that's when she really was getting more alert about her health. Like, she learned from my grandmother, but as time went by, she was experiencing different things with her health. And once she changed her diet, she was committed to it. Not just because of fear. She wanted to see the good outcome of the changes, the improvement. She wanted to see the improvement. She was determined to see the improvement, and it worked. She's just going forward and strong in life, and I'm like, yes, I'm proud of my mom. So she's a really good example with health, a great advocate for health and wellness. And I actually want my mom to start a channel because I feel like she'll save a lot of people, especially people in their 70s, in the silver years, in the silver time of their life, and the baby boomer generation and generations to come. She'll help them. I didn't continue about the salmon. So my mom, she loves salmon. I don't think there's a week that she goes without salmon. Most of her dinners have salmon or chicken. She does like spaghetti, and she will eat beef, but sometimes she switches it with ground turkey. But the salmon has omega-3s in it because of the natural fish oil that's in it. And as we all know, there are omega-3 vitamins out there with the oil capsules. And there's also the DHA and the krill oil from the fish. So yeah, she's learned about the magnesium as well. So yeah, those are things that's why my mom really loves salmon a lot. She really loves it. Her beans give her the protein as well. She grew up around the farm, so she knows the importance of having real healthy vegetables, that it's really important to have that in a part of your lifestyle. She loves pomegranates. Pomegranates have antioxidants. They are supposedly, yes, a superfruit. So make sure you get some pomegranates. And there's this juice, and it has like two little it's a plastic pomegranate juice, and it's kind of shaped like the number 8. It like goes in and out, and that's a really good juice to drink. It can be a little tangy, so you can mix it with other things if you want to mix it with other things. She has been into almond butter and cashew butter, things like that. So she loves her oatmeal. That's another way, like, she gets her fibers, the oatmeal, and her whole wheat bread. I know Ezekiel bread is like probably the best bread, but she makes sure she has healthy bread, like maybe between the brand Nature's Own, things like that. So she's not big into the white bread as much, maybe a biscuit here and there, but her bread's going to be that whole grain brown bread. Cheese. I think she eats her cheese sparingly. I know she likes Parmesan cheese on her spaghetti sometimes. I know she may get like low-fat cheese, low-fat yogurt. When she gets yogurt, she may get the Greek yogurt, because Greek yogurt is a lot healthier than just any old yogurt that you pick up. Me, I don't drink a lot of cow's milk, so I've been cutting down on ice cream, and I love the Silk almond milk yogurt. I love almond milk yogurt. It's really good. And lately, I think, is it the Sobe or something like that? They make almond milk ice cream or coconut milk ice cream. So yeah, you may see those type of ice creams more at Publix. I think Walmart has a small section with the plant-based ice creams. I really wish I wish Cookout and McDonald's and Burger King, I wish they had more plant-based ice creams, because I had to come to realization and wake up like, oh, Alicia, you're not drinking plant-based milks. You're literally enjoying the sweetness of the milkshakes, but they are not plant-based. But yeah, I can go on, and I'm just glad I have a mom that, like, I'm thankful and grateful that I have a mother that has taught me about health and nutrition. Not only that, another thing I've learned from her is kindness. I've learned to treat people kind. And also my daughter has learned how to be kind because I've learned how to be kind from my mom. So if I haven't learned anything else, I at least know to be nice and healthy. That's what I at least know. So as women, we take care of ourselves, our mind, body, and soul, inside and out. So just really take the notes down. I was gonna have like titles for each thing that I talk about. So yeah, definitely partially hydrogenated oils. Watch out for that. PARTIALLY, partially hydrogenated. HYDROGEN, hydrogenated. So HYDROGENATED, hydrogenated oils, partially hydrogenated oils, trans fat, TRANSFAT, trans fats. Top 2 things to watch out for, and your sodium. Get your water, get your alkaline fruits and vegetables. Also the kale. My mom does like kale. I think she's cut down on some of the greens because even though they have vitamin K and different things, it's a superfood, but it does have another side to it. She is big on purple cabbage. There is something powerful about the purple cabbage rather than the green cabbage. Definitely. It's amazing to see how the water is all purpley, but she loves boiling her cabbage, her purple cabbage. So there's some benefits that she's getting out of that. She also recommends, before I end the video, she also recommends that you make a rainbow plate. Make sure what you're eating is a colorful plate, because if you just have a plate with the same color, sometimes you're not getting a variety of benefits. You're just getting one type of vitamin or one category. You need your vitamin A, which may be a beta carotene flavored color. A beta carotene color such as orange or yellow. So you got to have your vitamin A, your carrots, your sweet potatoes. You got to have your vitamin K, which is the collard greens or the kale. Then you got to have maybe your corn or tomato or something like that, some type of vitamin C, or like the peaches, oranges, things like that. Then your protein, if you're plant-based, or you have your beans, or maybe your salmon, your chicken, your turkey, something like that. That's your protein, okay? Or maybe you want your garden peas. So if you have a green vegetable, have some type of orange vegetable, like a carrots. Yes, it's maybe hybrid, but try to make a variety of a plate, because I do believe the more colorful it is, the more different nutrients you get in as a whole plate. So yeah. And sometimes, yes, spice is good and sweetening up your food is good, but Mom, she's been benefiting pretty good by not putting pork juice in her food. She does not put pork juice in her food. I think she can pass with the smoked turkey. Like, she'll give that a thumbs up, a pass. Like, she'll be fine with smoked turkey flavoring. But she even don't even recommend smoked meats, because the smoked meats can have things that are not natural in it. I've seen some natural smoked things, but there's some smoked flavoring that has like artificial, like smoky flavor. Like whoever creates some smoked stuff. They'll do whatever it takes just to make that smoky flavor. So, yeah. So, take my mom's advice, everybody, and make those colorful plates so you'll get as many vitamins as you can get. And like I said, that pork juice, maybe every now and then is okay if you just really are a big fan of pork. But my mom, she recommends, if you can not over flavor your greens with lard and pork flavoring, ham hock, don't do it. Like, or at least take breaks from it. Don't over season it. Don't put too much salt, because when you really eat the vegetable for what it is, you get the true ingredient. Don't over boil it. Don't overcook it, because you're cooking out the ingredients. So, I mean, cook it the way you're supposed to cook it, but if you make it too mush, then those nutrients are mushed away as well. So you want to, I know soups are kind of soft for a reason, and when you get the soups, make sure you look for low sodium soups. And when you get your broth, make sure your chicken broth is reduced low sodium chicken broth, okay? Yeah. I think myself, I'm going to try to get more raw fruits and not so much cans. I'm going to try like the more raw vegetables and more raw fruits. So, yeah. And she recommends Food Lion or Trader Joe's. Fresh Market we have here, very pricey, but she recommends Food Lion. And Publix. Publix is mom's baby. I'm her last one. They call the last one the baby, but we're all her babies. But Publix is my mom's baby. That's her top, like golden star, 5-star. Like, if my mom could monetize anything, she would monetize Publix, or she'd do a commercial for Publix. Publix should sponsor her. My mom, Publix all the way. Now, if you have a Harris Teeter as well, but Publix is my mom's go-to. If she could pick any store, it's Publix. Now, I miss Winn-Dixie. Now, Florida has them, but we're in North Carolina, and I used to love my Winn-Dixie as a child, when I was a child. But yeah, the sodas, they can cause a lot of bloating, just different things within the body. If you have too much soda, especially if it's not clear soda, or sugary sodas that have too much sugar. So that, I'm really proud of that Bubble company, the bubbly or the Olipop sodas. Those are really good. I've given some of that type of soda to my daughter. But yeah, cut down on the soda, cut down on the sugars, cut down on the sodium. My mom, honestly, if my family don't mind me saying, or anybody don't mind me saying, my mom will take time in the grocery store looking at her nutrition facts on everything. Okay? You hear me? My mom, in my Tony Gaskins voice, you hear me? My mom, she's dedicated to making sure each and everything she puts in that cart is good for her body, and nothing to worry about, nothing that she has to settle for. Even if she has to budget, if she just has to get a few things, long as everything in that cart is going to make her body feel well, and that her body doesn't have to have an aftermath of what's in those ingredients and what's in those nutrition facts. So I think she's done got to the point where she already knows what the nutrition fact says, because she done read the nutrition facts for certain products so much, she just already knows. But if you have to do that, do that. It may take you 30 minutes. It may take you an hour. It may take you 2 hours. But do what's right for your body. It's 2025, and We got some long living to do, or at least make living count by giving your body a healthy body and giving your family and loved ones the best version of you and the healthiest version of you. And there's so much more I could say, guys. Like ginger. My mom calls it ginger snaps, or ginger root, that you can cut the ginger. Or she also believes having some turmeric, that helps. She has books. She loves Suzanne Summers' health books. She does like Dr. Oz. She loves cooking channels, different things like that. So now my mom did love her fatback, her souse, okay? Because that's a baby boomer Southern belle, a Southern girl kind of thing, souse. She did love that. But today, my mom is not putting that in her body. To each his own. But my mom's not putting that in her body because she knows the inflammatory that she's seen. She knows others that are continuing to eat pork, no matter how old they are getting, and it's not doing their body any good. It can swell your body if you're consuming too much of the pork, okay, or too much of the swine. Our ancestors want that for us. I'm sure if our ancestors could choose, they would have chosen to raise themselves. If they could choose to eat healthy, they would have. But yeah, it's a pretty long video, but that's what my mom taught me, and I hope it helps you all. She's the Dr. Sebi of my family. She's the health person of my family. She grows plants. Her father grew flowers, and he grew vegetables and fruits. Her uncles, they are my great uncles. They grew them as well. Sweet potatoes they grew, squash they grew, watermelon they grew. And guess what? My mom is carrying on that health tradition. Now, she may not grow the vegetables and fruits, but she does grow her flowers. So I'm just glad I've learned as I continue to grow throughout life. I'm just glad that I've learned all that. So yeah, take the notes down and do your very best. Give yourself that health that you deserve, and follow as many tips as you can, because this is your life, and life is worth being healthy. Take care. Have a great day.